Zach Ahmed writes, first of all, I would like to thank every single person in front and behind the show to make it possible. Thank you all, and you guys rock.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Zach. I was just wondering, why don't Marvel and Warner Brothers get together and bring their best characters out to make a giant film so both don't lose their rights and in the meantime both make tons of money?
Woo!
Well, okay. There's actually really look in a fantasy world. We all think about that.
Sounds amazing.
Imagine X-Men and Superman and Batman and Spider-Man all doing this, all the kind of stuff together. But there are a lot of really big hurdles. That number one, we all legitimately complain when we think a movie is packing in too many characters. So we all worry about that because that is a legitimate concern. If you start throwing Avengers in with Justice League and with this and in with that, and then suddenly that becomes a real problematic movie. But here's the big problem. Here's the big problem. You will never get two massive studios with with different sets of very popular and profitable characters who could ever work together on this. Because here's a great example. Let's say you had a movie with Batman and Captain America. Okay, let's say you made that movie. Who's in charge of it? Who gets to greenlight the script? Who gets to pick the director?
Yeah.
And then every single shot will become this heated legal battle between two giant studios. Wait a minute. Batman is standing in the better light in this scene with Captain America standing behind him. That makes our character Captain America looks like he's diminutive compared to Batman. I mean, it would just be nothing but problems and hassle and fighting and legal battles and all that kind of crap. And so I don't think that can happen. And here's the other thing. You mentioned that you think they could make a lot of money. Marvel has no problem making lots of money.
Nope.
They're doing just fine on their own. The Batman films are having no problem making tons of money on their own. And so there's problems. And from the studio's point of view, they don't need it because they're making all the money in the world already. Amy Rose?
Yeah, Disney Marvel doesn't really seem like they don't really need help. I mean, they're making quality films, they're making lots of money, they're keeping the fans happy, they're bringing new ones in. I think they're on course. Now, Warner Brothers is obviously the lesser of the two in terms of being able to bring out these comic book movies that we love. Their track record has not been so great to date.
Aside from Batman.
Well, of course, the Dark Knight trilogy. I mean, we all know I'm a Nolanite. That's one of my favorite trilogies of all time, if not my favorite. But aside from that, the Green Lanterns of the world, all of them, we've talked about this countless times on the show. They have like something there, but it doesn't fully deliver. So I think out of the two, they need help from Marvel more than Warner Brothers could really bring anything to the table, other than the amazing characters that they own. Now, Superman, Man of Steel, I think that's going to change everything. That's going to be really make WB a force to be reckoned with again, because I really do think it's the Superman film we've all been waiting for. So I think that would be great. And another thing that you brought up, like, script and all of that, what about the profit? Will they split it 50-50? I don't think so. I mean, there's always, dealing with one studio is a large enough problem with all the moving parts, much less two. The most that studios work together is like international and domestic, releasing them that way. But to do a big thing domestically and international, that would be really sticky. Too many cooks in the kitchen, as much as we would dream about it.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.